Let's go. Let's get this music going. You can feel the pump. You can feel the energy of this live stream coming. I'm getting ready. I just jumped out the shower. I'm putting on my Bitcoin tie. I'm looking for my pocket square. I'm ready to rock, baby. Let's go, baby! We win it, baby. Shout out to all the lifers in the game. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming through. Shout out for the real ones. Where are my real ones? Shout out to the real ones in the game. We vicious, we coming for you. This ain't a game. I'm not your average YouTuber. Let's go. So hype right now. I can feel it. We finally coming to the crossroads, baby. The banks are going down, baby. They can't handle the heat, baby. And all the scared people that weren't ready, all the people that were sitting on the sidelines that didn't have a, man. We making moves, baby. We making moves. Made 30 racks this morning. 30 racks in a day. Who makes 30 racks in a day? Let's go! Used to work for 4 months to make 30 racks. Make it in a day, baby. Fire your boss today. Crypto lifers all day long. Yeah. I stack the sats, I stack the sats, I stack the sats, yo. I stack the sats, I stack the sats, I stack the sats, yo. I stack the sats, I stack the sats, I stack the stacks, yo. I stack the sats, I stack the sats, I stack the sats, yo. Give me the Bitcoin. Give me the Bitcoin. Give me the Bitcoin, and I'm taking it all, I'm taking it all. Give me the Bitcoins. Give me the Bitcoins. Yeah, I'm taking all, I take it all, I take it all. Stacking on my sats, yo, I'm stacking on my sats. You can sit in banks, you can run off on those facts. I'm stacking on my sats, these are just the simple facts. I keep it pumping, keep it moving, no conclusion, you are losing. Where my life is as we kicking in. Yo, my life is we equipped with this. You could never stop the shine I'm on. You could never stop this line we on. Green candles when we bang on. Green candles when we bang on. Green candles when we bang on. I said green candles when we bang on. Woo! 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 I'm so
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin taking a huge move. Breaking news. Banks getting bailed out. Fed printing money. We know what happened. We have been watching this since 2010. I've been talking about this for a long, long time. Shout out to every single beautiful person out there on the live. Let's jump on into the live stream. Let's get the music pumping and running. Let's get it going. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on the Crypto Lifer live stream. We've been here through the whole bear market. We haven't taken one day off. We've been dedicated to cryptocurrency every single day. We've had governments coming after us. We've had people talking ish. We've had families and friends leave us. We've gone through everything for cryptocurrency, and we are still here every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Look at the money flowing into Bitcoin, flowing into Shiba Inu, flowing into Ethereum, flowing into 1inch, Aave, Cardano, you name it. The world realizes this is the new tech. This is the place to be. This is what's happening. This is where we need. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. 393 people cutting it, banging on them. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the new people here. Shout out to everybody here on the new time with the daylight savings time, ED, Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. Shout out to everybody here. 401 people on the live. Let's go. Ren up 19%. Phantom up 19%. Filecoin 14. Zilliqua. The market is booming. The market is booming. All right? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the CPI data, right? Came out this morning, 8:30. We were waiting for it. We wanted it to be dovish. March 14th. The consumer price index for all urban consumers rose to 0.4% in February on a seasonally adjusted basis after increasing 0.5% in January. We went down 0.1%. That's all you need is some type of push to the downside. Bullish. The fact that we went from the 0.5 to the 0.4, bullish. Inflation slightly lower. However, they just bailed out some banks, so this data kind of looks like it may change. We're looking at it, though. It looks like 0.5 basis points for the rest of the year. I'm telling you right now, how can the Fed raise rates? They would destroy the entire economy completely. Like, there would be nothing left. So if they raise rates, there will be absolutely nothing left. I'm telling you right now, it won't make sense. Mathematically, I've been talking about this since 2010. I've been going over this to family and friends. I was running my presidential campaign in 2010. I really was, because I was telling anyone I knew that the Federal Reserve was a private entity and they were going to keep us printing money and we were going to have to owe them a VIG on that money. And eventually the VIG would be bigger than the GDP of our entire country. Eventually we'd owe more money on the debt than the whole GDP of our entire country. Please understand these concepts. I am more than a technical analyst. I am a financial historian. I've been studying these things for a long, long time. I got into gold and silver way before Bitcoin, all right? I was getting into these assets a long time ago. I was procuring my wealth a long time ago. This is what you'll learn in my trading group. It's not just trading. You will get an education, a financial history education. You will understand what's happening. Shout out to the 777s. Everywhere we go, you can't beat them. The 777s right there. They follow me wherever I go, and you can see it. Every day there's a 777 marking me. Let's take a look here. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's decalcify the pineal. That's all how it happened for me. Changed the way I thought, changed the way I lived, and my life began to change. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. I did work out today. Didn't get the biggest workout. A little distracted by Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Bang, bang, bang. Love you all. God bless each and every one of you. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to Jesse Namasil. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Greg Novak. Shout out to Dylan Bronson. Shout out to Jacob Elworth. Shout out to all my lifers in the game. Let's go, baby! I was ridiculed by family and friends. I was made fun of. People told me that my ideas were insane. I even had a therapist when I told him Bitcoin at 6K that he should get in. He told me, you're just a young guy who thinks he knows it all. Dude, I had so many people that didn't understand the financial system. I told them, bro, you don't understand the financial system. I had arguments with doctors, lawyers, people with degrees from Yale, Stanford. They couldn't understand. They had the biggest degrees. They were the smartest people in the world. Their IQs they were Mensa. They were Mensa. And they couldn't understand Bitcoin. It didn't matter. I'm telling you right now, shout out to everybody on the live, baby. This is our celebration day. This is a day that we get to hold, baby. This is our day because we came every single day when the market was dumped, when everybody was crying. I was here every single day. These days are ours. These days are ours. Let's go. Like, you don't get it. I don't think you realize the passion behind cryptocurrency. This is not a game to me. Banging to the upside. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. Woo! Man, these are the times to be alive. I'm telling you right now, these are the times to be alive. Sign up to ALTRADY today. ALTRADY is where I have all my positions. I got EFX, I got FET, I got Injective, I got Litecoin, I got DMTR, I got AI, I got Orachain, I got MAN, I got VXV, I got so many different coins I'm holding here on the low, ready to blast to the upside, building my bags and swing trading. CFX up 110%, Blur up 65%, Phantom 3L up 60%, CFX had a 2L, the regular one's up 50%, Maha up, Ubex up, Z token making a move to the upside. And I see some bigger gains coming. Numbers was with the call that we had here on the channel. Numbers just continued to pump to the upside. I gave out numbers, AGIX in the flag yesterday, pumping to the upside, 19%. Let's take a look at Numbers protocol. I put this out on 3.9. All right, to my trading group down here. When it was in this little thing, I said, man, I see a parabolic run coming. I had 61% gains. We went right to the target for Numbers. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Numbers in the trading group, banging on them to the upside. We've been trading Bitcoin in the trading group for the last 3 days exclusively. Haven't really traded many alts, just Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. That was the fixation. Now the Bitcoins pop, money will flow back into the altcoins. We got to look at Bitcoin dominance now. That's going to be our key. I'm watching this 1 minute flag on Bitcoin. Measured move takes us to 27,495, 27,500. Psychological area of support or resistance. We blasted through 25,200. That was the big area that we had to get back above. Everybody knew it. We got there. The market makers couldn't play anymore. Too many big boys realized that the world... See, let me explain what happens. When the market's regular, the big boys get to play with the market. They get to push you where they want you to go, all right? They swing it around, all right? Now, when the market changes and the situation changes, the big boys get scared of where else can they put their money? And when they realize that the banks and everything else is switching on them, they have no choice, and then Bitcoin looks like the final answer. See, Bitcoin always was the final answer, but the market manipulation made it seem like it wasn't. So people that were watching it, they couldn't see this coming. But if you were a gold bug like me in 2010, if you were watching this whole thing develop since the early times, then you would have known that this is what goes down. All right, so we're going to watch Bitcoin right here on the 1 minute time frame. This is a possible scalp to the outside. It's getting oversold. Can we continue to pump? I'll look at my 7 minute for that. The 7 minute suggests another massive rally is coming. Let's take a look at Bookmap and see what's happening for Bookmap. I just had to load up an update, so I took it down for a split second and re-updated it. 7 minute and the 1 minute both looking like a possible move to the upside. We're touching the 21-day moving average. We could get a move. This will extend the bigger time frames. We will have to get a pullback at 1 point, 4 hour daily, stuff like that. But right now, let's just keep watching this smaller time frame. I got a measured move here to 27,482. This looks like a little bit of a pullback. What you also want to look for is some hidden bull. This is kind of not the same. I mean, you have a bit of hidden bull in a way because look, that's a swing up. This is not. This is kind of a swing flat. That is a hidden bullish. Tells you that the trend could continue to the upside. About an 80% chance. They're starting to make it more apparent. That's adding confluence to the idea. Also, you got falling volume with falling price. When the volume starts to fall off, when price is falling off, it tells you those are the sellers that you're losing. Who wants to sell? I don't see anybody. Tell me we should get a bit of a reversal here. I'm going to be watching the 7 minute time frame for a possible short squeeze. Where is the liquidity at this point? You got a lot of people trying to get back down, trying to drag the price back down. The market makers are pissed. Too many people got in. Too much retail. Retail can have an effect if enough retail pushes. I'm telling you right now, 1 or 2 retail can be like a whale. So there's a huge buy wall here, 25,004, 25,005. If we come back down to that area, we are definitely heavily defended by liquidity. It doesn't mean we're going to go there, but right now the closest orders are there. Open this up, we still see a possible short liquidation, 26,153 Bitcoin, but not many people are trying to sell Bitcoin up at the top here. You got mostly people trying to get back in that missed the boat, 25,500. Could we make a move down there? It's definitely a possibility. We're going to look at both time frames. Right now I'm watching here's my small time frame setup. I'm going to be watching the 7 and the 1. We're going to go to another setup too, like we're just going to go to a brand new chart. We'll go to the all-time history index, and we're going to do this fresh again. Crazy. So here we go. All-time history index. Price pumped up to where? The 200 SMA on what? The 2-day time frame. Now I'm looking for a bunch of altcoins to do the same move. I posted 3 altcoins that look like they're about to do it in my trading group. You may want to be privy to those. You may want to understand what's happening. You would know if you're in the trading group. I already posted them this morning, and I'm going to continue to post. I will outwork anybody. I'm telling you right now, come work as hard as me. I will outwork you. I will outwork you. You will work as hard as me, but that's about it. I try to outwork me. Anyone out there, outwork me. If you outwork me, you will become a multimillionaire. I'm telling you right now, there's just no way you won't. So we talked about this being a hidden bullish divergence on my stream. We went over this more than once, maybe 3 or 4 times in the most, and we said that this tells you that there's a 90% chance you're going to make a high above this high. It's exactly what happened. I've backtested the theory when you skip a divot, because someone would say, no, that was the divergence. It was. But when you make another low that this low doesn't come into, like this low connects to that low without this getting in the way, you're able to use that. And so you go here. That's a swing down. That's a swing up. That's called hidden bullish divergence. Tells you the trend will continue to the upside. If you just follow the technical analysis, it's amazing how much special sauce is in the TA. And then exactly what it was supposed to happen will happen. You got to know your sauce, though. You got to know your sauce in and out. You got to know your sauce in and out. So we look at this here. Pumping up to the 200 SMA. We talk about this too as well. What a move. Hidden bullish divergence to the upside. We had this yesterday. We were charting all weekend even. We charted all these moves to the upside. We nailed it. Then we had Bitcoin back at 25,000. I put it in the flag this morning, and I was looking at it in the flag. If you woke up this morning, the first thing I posted this morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I wake up. We had a huge storm here. Rain was pouring. It was insane. So I wake up, and I'm like, what is going on here? I've been grinding since, like, super early this morning. 6:33 a.m., of course, on the 33, right? Who would have thought? But of course, on the 33, I post 6:33 a.m. So Bitcoin got a little bought. 50-minute a little overbought, waiting for it to come down a bit. But that 1 hour wanted to fly. The 1 minute also wanted to move. See that? I mean, it was aggressive. The 1 hour said, hey, I'll pin that 15-minute and get a pump to the upside. I had a measured move about to 27,000, right? We almost got there. Pretty crazy. Then I did a video update at 7:54 in the morning. You get a video update in the trading group every single day. Then we go over CPI data, right? Then I talk about all the things that I show you the gains on gains. Shout out to everybody here as they continue to bail out banks. We told you this was going to happen. I went over this day in and day out. I used to play Mike Maloney's video during my live. I used to talk about how the Federal Reserve creates funds. I used to show you how we procreate funds. I used to show you fractional reserve lending. We've done it all on this channel. We've showed it to you day in and day out. So this is the trade right here. Possible move back to 27,482,500. It shows signs that the 7-minute may get a short squeeze right here to the upside. So that's my idea. Stop loss pretty slim. We could easily get stopped out. But if we can get above this high volume node here, we go to the value area high, and that's somewhere above 27,002. All right? Be your own bank. Keep your crypto safe. Everybody, get your own hardware wallet today. I don't have it in front of me right now. I should always have my Trezor with me. But get yourself a hardware wallet. Make sure that you own your own cryptocurrency. Do not keep 90 to 20, 100% of yours. You can have like 10 to 20%. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. I keep a little bit on exchanges, but the majority of my money is on a hardware wallet. Can you give us 1 or 3 of the alts you put in the trading group? No, I will not. You'd have to join the trading group. How dare you try to get, No, I'm not going to do that. The whole point is for you to join the trade. It's $3 a day. And I make calls consistently every single day. We nailed Bitcoin. You see me buying Bitcoin at 19,000. You see me buying Bitcoin at 16,000. You see me buying chunks of Bitcoin. On my weekly screen share, I was buying Bitcoin 23.8, right? You guys saw me. I was just gobbling up the BTC, showing you that there was a high likelihood that we could get to 30K faster than you realized, that the banks might stop. Also, we went over CPI data and how they're going to stop using 2 years of data, 1 year of data. Next year, it's going to make it look okay, and that's going to allow them to print money. They're going to keep printing money. I'm telling you right now, there's no way out. And the more money they print, one of the coins is Bitcoin. You're funny. Where is the link to the trading group? It's so simple. It's below every single video. It's the easiest thing to do. I will pin it for you. Jamie, we should pin it every time. One of my mods should pin it if they can. I'll give them abilities to pin it. So right here, here's the link to the Discord. Just hit it and join, man. Stop playing. Me6 Links gives you right to the credit card, reoccurring, no issues at all. Get it done. We have a beautiful payment system that we've set up. Put a lot of money into that too. All right. You can also go to CryptoLifer.com. CryptoLifer.com and sign up right away. Go to CryptoLifer.com. I paid $7,000 for CryptoLifer.com. And that's going to be, I'll be able to sell that years from now for big money. Anything with the name crypto on it is going to be a huge URL. CryptoLifer.com. The fact that I own CryptoLifer.com, it's going to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'll never sell. And I paid $7,000 for this thing, man. I did. When I didn't even use the site, I just was like, you know what? You got to invest in your business, everybody. That hurt too, because I wasn't going to get a return on that immediately. But I knew over the long term, it was real estate. I was buying real estate online. $7,000 worth of real estate that I could resell years later. I'm telling you right now, this is another way to make money. I used to do this a lot. I used to buy and sell domain names. I used to look at ideas, and I used to buy a bunch of different ones. I'd sit there one day and come up with ideas. You know, crypto whip, crypto this, crypto whips. Crypto whips might be a good one, right? If it's not taken. So like stuff like that, I just gave you one, you know, and then I would buy all of them that I could find. I'd spend like, you know, 20, 30, 50 bucks. I'd buy 100, to, you know, sometimes $2,000. One or two of them ends up turning into $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. So, you know, and many people do this. It's domain name speculation. There are a lot of people who have made a lot of money just domain names. You know what I mean? So I was in the kind of domain business for a while. I also own Martha's Vineyard aerials, which I could resell at any point in time, which is like aerial pictures of Martha's Vineyard, just like things that people don't think about. You take it and then you can resell that, you know. Lots of metaverse fans start real estate. Crypto whips go hard. I'm going to buy that Lambo crypto whip. Crypto whips sound hella hard. I do stack domains and crypto domains now. See? My man. He's on point. He knows what's up. Stacking his domain names. Shout out to the 721 beautiful souls in the live stream. We're looking for a move here to the upside for Bitcoin based on the 7-minute MACD showing lack of bearish momentum. RSI pointing out, and the stochastics RSI really wants to make the move. We may double top here. Could be time for a possible short. We're going to look at the bigger time frames. Right now, I'm fixated on this flag until we either double top or we start to make some type of bearish divvy that doesn't make sense, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'm going to look at the bigger picture. That's what we're doing right now. We're going to look at the Bitcoin all-time history index. We want to see what's going on. What a beautiful day. So we had the resistance that we had to break through. 25,271 was about the point of those wicks. We had our low bounce area at 16K, 15.8. Amazing we bounced to 15,000, right? Amazing. Bitcoin, man. Then we came down and we bounced here. Boink, boink, and you can see resistance, and that was the CME gap too. So all you had to do was buy the CME gap, and that was it. That simple. Sometimes it's that simple, right? Again, bang. We have a resistance here at about 21,200 as well. We got the bounce here coming back to the downside. So now you're like, okay. And then you have a nice support zone at 21.5. If we do break down, 21.5 could be a good place. Are we going to break below 25.2? It's kind of getting to be unlikely at this point. We just want to see a daily candle close above that resistance. It says it very well may. I like what I'm seeing here. Is there a bigger measured move at play? Well, you could take this pole. You could technically take this as the length. And this could be our next move to the upside to 31,000. I talked about the VRVP. I went over this so many times, even when we were here, when we were right here before. And I said, if we can get above this high volume node, I said, look at the gap up to 29,000. I said, and then see how this slopes to the upside? If we can get the slope to the upside, my God, we will get a bit of a move there. So that has me excited because what I'm trying to show you here is this node sticks out, but this one kind of rides up to it. So it even though it's not a gap like this, and you do see some, you got some chunk, it can be a faster move to about 39,000 than we realize. A way faster move. And that's what I noticed. I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then everyone who didn't buy Bitcoin down in the teens is going to be pissed. They're going to be like, man, because $5,000 people save and they want to buy a bunch of Bitcoin, right? And you get 5 racks, and then when it's 30K, you only get 1/6 of Bitcoin. When it's 15K, you get 1/3 of a Bitcoin. When it's 20K, you get 1/4 of a Bitcoin. So and Bitcoin is the answer. And so if you don't realize that the faster you jump into BTC, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but these are the things that could happen. All right. And now everyone's on my 2-day chart. The second I start using the 2-day, everyone's using the 2-day. So funny. I use the 2-day chart. Everyone's all over me. 2-day chart looks beautiful. Actually kind of a cup and handle. And honestly, I also showed this idea many times. Who here remembers me drawing this inverted head and shoulder like this and saying this looks like an inverted that could break to the upside? Who remembers all the wacky ideas that we do here? That measured move takes you to 32,500. This measured move takes you to 31,000. All right? If you just want to go small ball, no, I mean, that's what I'm looking at. That's an inverted head and shoulder to the upside. I'm going to blow your mind and show you something else now. Shout out to Spagheria Tojas, who's starting to see it exactly like the lifer sees it. You could become a teacher, bro. And look, that's a bit of an ascending triangle. Your measured move would be the base of the triangle there, right? From this line to that line. That gives you an even higher goal. Actually, I would extend that. That brings you to the 38,500 level. Yeah, it really does. I mean, that could be the measured move. So we have a bunch of bullishness here. All we need to do now is consolidate in here. We could come down and bounce off 21.5. That's fine. Let's do it. You know what I mean? We may stay up here and never go back inside the pattern, right? Looks like we're bumping up now, and that's why I'm watching this here closely. All right. Yeah, and look, we're flagging out on the 1 minute. When price action moves fast, you need to use small time frames to figure out what's going on. The 1 minute is now flagging out, and I don't use the 1 minute unless I have to. I'm not like notoriously trading the 1 minute, but I'm going to use any single time frame I have to get the information that I need to continue to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So look, I mean, you're getting oversold here, and you're trying to make a bit of a move, so I like what I'm seeing. Bang, 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 another 3%. Please, do you grade by futures or spot? Do you grade by futures? I have no idea what that means. Does fixed volume range work the same as the VRVP? They are exactly the same, except VRVP will change depending on the color, on the actual candles you have on the screen. Fixed range will stay fixed. So you grab your fixed range. This is going to stay fixed. All right. Bitcoin broke above this area. You're likely to get to this volume area high, 26,400. All right. But you want to look at the bigger gap areas too as well. All right. So we just made some crazy predictions here for Bitcoin. We made some shapes I've never even made yet on the channel. You're seeing epiphanies being made right now as we're here. Shoulder, head, and shoulder can make a move to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Probably meant trade. We love you, Sam, for all you do in the trading group. PS5, Futures of Gaming. God bless you, brother. 780 watchers, 290 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, so moving forward. How could you have figured out this pump was coming? Well, the hidden bullish divergence was big. That was one of the biggest things that you could see. And on top of that, there was other things on top of that. The bullish divergence from the 1 hour time frame that I pointed out way back when, right here, which called out the exact bottom right there. Being in my trading group, you would have been privy to this. And then I also pointed out, like, hey, I mean, look at the moving averages. Whenever the 21 gets far away from the 200, you're going to get ripped back up, just like when you're dumping to the downside. You can learn dumps just like you learn pumps. It's the same situation, same understanding, same type of move. Then we had all these little trades on the way to the upside. Remember, I had this flag. I believe it was, I don't know if it's Saturday morning or, Sunday morning. We had this for you with the measured move. We've been tracking this all along. Like, we had the whole move the whole time. Then we had this retest. We called that out. It doesn't stop. This flag last night I was sitting on and going over. Or this morning, I mean, it doesn't stop. And when you don't stop doing technical analysis, you're going to be able to give people the information they need. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to give people the information they need. It just is what it is. All right? All right. So banging to the upside. And I made $30,000 on my portfolio today. I'm basically buying Bitcoin on the lows. One of my Bitcoin portfolios that I use, just the one that I use right now, 30 grand in a day, sending in the returns. You know what I mean? And we stay above these resistance points. That's just only going to completely balloon to the upside. So one of the bigger days for my Bitcoin trading, huge moves to the upside. And you don't even need to do Like I bought 19,000 Bitcoin mid-December, right? It's been 2 months, right? That's up $7,000 now, basically, right? So you make $7,000 on 19,000. Most people don't make 50% in a year, right? That's almost that 50% I made in 4 months. I'm beating inflation in the face. You know what I mean saying? And I'm turning an entire portfolio at 50%. Leverage traders win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. And I mean, at the end of the day, they may be up 50%. You got to do so much more work constantly. I'm telling you, I don't mind leverage trading. I'll open up a little leverage trade here and there. I think I'm going to start tinily leverage trading, just a little bit, even though I'm like, again, the problem with this is I could leverage trade all day on my own and it's fine. I'm more worried about the consciousness of how I behave and how it affects other people. That's how I'm super conscious of my behavior. So if I leverage trade, I'm worried that a beginner will go and leverage trade and then they'll get rocked. And if I spot trade, I feel better that the beginner will spot trade. You know what I mean? So, but leverage trade, if you're good at it and you do it all day long, but you just got to do it every day. You could be good at, like, I'm not hating on leverage trading. I want to make it clear. I'm just I'm always worried. Like I said, I'm always conscious of my behavior and what I'm doing that could affect somebody else. That's all. You want to see Bitcoin stay in this flag and touch the 21. If the little time frames move, they move, right? But right now, if you look at the 1 hour, you're spent. You wick back down to the downside. You're too far away from the 21. We're looking for the 21 to come kiss. We need this to retrace and get a move like this. We want the Stokes to reset while this pumps to the upside. 4 hours just absolutely pinned. Useless. Absolutely useless. Whenever a time frame gets pinned like this, it is what it is. I also told you, whenever you open up a long, whenever the 4 hour breaks above the 200 SMA with the stop loss below here, I gave this strategy for free on Around the Blockchain. I gave this for free on Invest Bros. I gave this strategy over and over again. Yesterday, I gave it for free. I said, all you have to do is open up a long whenever you get above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame. Anybody could have banged on, with my advice, again, not financial advice, but with my idea. This was my idea. Stop loss below the 200 SMA. Boom. I go over this so much. I went over. You can go find me saying these things. I'm giving you free apps. Free. You can go back in the past and be like, man, this guy gave hundreds of free ideas over and over and over again. You know what I mean? So everyone wants to know how to pull their Fibonacci's. All right, how to pull a fib. Like, you want to see where a pullback could come out of the pump. I'd wait for this 1 hour to fill out. All right. So possible scalp in the 7. 1 hour suggests that it may not occur. You're getting a little too overbought on the 1 hour and the 45. Beautiful pump to the upside. Parabolic run. You could almost say, okay, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. You're starting to make a rising wedge. Measured move would take you down at least to here or to there. Do we stay above the support and resistance is the key. So I want to see if this flag stays above 25,002. Looks like today we're likely to close above that big support zone. Everybody knows all we have to do is close a daily candle above 25,200, and it's kind of going to be smooth sailing. We went through the worst pain. If you're in my trading group, you went through some of the hardest trading times in the world. CPI data, constant interruptions from the Fed, right? Low volume, scam wicks, weekend slaying. We had a short, we had a long, we had to do so many things to get it moving. It did not stop, right? It did not stop. So shout out to everybody that kicked it with me, and we never took a day off. We never took 1 day off. Your favorite YouTuber took a day off. I'm telling you right now, we never did. The staying power is unreal here. No days off. So we're watching this flag now on the 1 hour time frame. Project the flag, wait for it to touch the 21-day moving average. Bada boom. Same thing here. Wait for it to touch the 21. When the 21 touches price action, wait for the price action to touch the 21. I've taught you this. I've gone over it right there. Wait for price to touch the 21. If you had listened to me with the bullish divergence and price touching the 21 each time here, you would have been paid in the shade. All right. Bought Bitcoin spot at 20,300 4 days ago. Shout out to my man. Sanchi Eno is making whales buy a few million now. We don't care about a little nothing. Bitcoin wants 30K. Another $1 million price target just came out for Bitcoin. Hope we break resistance and go to that gap at 28,000. That suit and pocket square tie is popping, baby. Yo, and I found a pocket square that matched exactly the color. Like, it's exact. So hard to do. Like, they did not come together. This pocket square and this tie did not come together. I had to make that happen. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live, man. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. And I kind of wanted to break down CPI data a little bit for you too as well. All items, I mean, unadjusted 12 months ended February, 6% in total. February down, up 0.4 as opposed to up 0.5 before. But December 0.1, we're still up bad on December. Back to September high, August was better too. And let's look at energy. Energy, 5.2%, right? 12-month adjusted. But hey, gasoline down 2%. Fuel, oil, still up 9%. Energy services still up 13%. I mean, inflation is still bad. Like, it's cool that we had the data, but, But look, used cars and trucks finally down 13.6%. All right. Apparel up 3%. Service and energy up 7%. Shelter up 8%. Transportation up 14%. Medical services up 2%. The food index increased by 0.4% in February. The food at home index rose 0.3% over the month. 5 of the 6 major groups, grocery store food groups indexes increased over the month. The index for non-alcoholic beverage increased 0.1% in February. 0.4% increased the previous month. So it's not all great. I'm just telling you, it's not all amazing. It's bullish for us because it compares to the last of the data, but it's just not amazing. But that's the Bureau of Labor Statistics. If you want this, I have a link to it here. You can spend all day looking at it. I sent it to you in the section. Everybody, where are you trading and what are you doing? All right, let me know, because MEXC is the answer. MEXC is the place to be. 0 fees, baby. 0 fees on MEX Global. And that's why I like MEX Global. It helps the beginner not have to pay a bunch of fees. They also have awesome markets and tiny coins that nobody knows about. 140% for SBG, RPG up 129, FLUX up 106, APM up 103, Stacks banging on them, continues to follow Bitcoin. Remember that. Stacks love to follow Bitcoin. 72% liquidity. Another coin we keep going over, a low cap gem that got given to us on token metrics. You may want to write down liquidity. That could be a big gainer. That could be something you want to pay attention to. We got Casper Labs also and more. All right. Also, open up a KuCoin or a MEXC, but MEXC has 0 fees. That's why I really like MEXC. 0 fees. 90% of my trades are on KuCoin. All right. But I also do trade on MEX Global. So possible little flag there. Slight little cup and handy. If it stays above that point of control, you could get that move to this next resistance point, which we've been at already, but it's 26,100. I just want the daily candle to close above 20,000, 25,271. You know what it is, right? And look, see how I'm readjusting patterns all the time? Never set in stone. It's never one way. Length of that pole would be the boss move. Look at that. Gives me 27,342. Still a little flag here, 1 minute time frame, 7 minute is the calling. Can the 7 minute get this blast? It looks pretty interesting to me. Tight channel. Anything could happen. We got above the gap of the VRVP. Stay above that high volume node. You're going to continue to gap to the upside. Take away of that. I don't want it anymore. And you got your fixed range here. You got your VRVP on the right side. All right. What do you think about KuCoin versus New York? I don't stress any of that stuff, man. You know what I mean? They're just going to kick out the New Yorkers. Like, you're not going to be able to trade if you're a New York citizen. If you're in New York State, you won't be able to trade. It's that simple. They've done that to Bittrex. They did it to a lot of people. You know what I mean? But you're still, I don't know if it's going to be federal or state. It looks like it's state. So the state level looks like that's what we're going to be seeing. All right. Okay, so here we go. 7 minute time frame, 25,009. I'm looking for this move to the upside. That's what I'm calling on the 7 minute time frame. We're starting to get a short squeeze here on Bookmap. Link to Bookmap in the description below. Then I'm going to scan and look for other altcoins. Send in your super chats for TA deep dives. We also have to look at the total market cap. Let's break down the total market cap real quick. Numbers just continuing to bang on them. Numbers, doing numbers, kid. Numbers over here. Numbers. Total market cap. We had it in this flag. We said we got to break up above the zone. We did that. Then we made another flag. We bumped up again. We got above both areas that I talked about. My green zones or yellow zones, I guess. They're too big. Remember, I made them way too long. $1.08 trillion. That's the next area of resistance that we're at. We could double top here. We want to see ourselves get back above it. So we're at a resistance now for the total market cap. Right there. So Bitcoin broke back above its high, but this one barely did. You could say it did. We need a candle close above 1.08 though, really, to remain bullish for the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency. All right. I always just delete everything, and I don't know, even though I have all that work done, I like to just start fresh again. I almost just like losing the J line because I don't have to make all that. 856. It's just easier. So here's the deal. Like, we just want to see this inverted head and shoulder break to the upside. That's the idea here. We want to see this inverted head and shoulder break to the upside. All right. That's what we're looking for. Inverted head and shoulder breaking to the upside. Bang. 1.44. Right. So that's what we want. That's what we're going for. So same idea here for Bitcoin, you know, in my opinion. All right. That would take you all the way to $1.44 trillion. You can mark that. We're going to take a look at the dollar index too as well. And then the idea is this. I mean, you're holding down this trend line now. And you got kind of this thing going on. You got something brewing here. So do we come back down and test 950? There's a chance. It's all about whether we get back above this zone. So we're looking for the pop and the flag here. Otherwise, could be a bear trap. We could end up down here again at 959, which would be about 21,500, right, for Bitcoin. So I just want to give you the, everyone wants to just believe that it's all up. I want to be a realist and show you that there's a possibility we go down, all right, and give you both scenarios. Daily still has gas, tells me that will be good. I just want to close a candle above this resistance here, 1.03, and above this resistance here, basically 1.1. I'd like to get above 1.1, all right? Let's also compare Bitcoin. It's interesting. If we look at Bitcoin on the daily, right? This is an interesting concept. If you look at the high here on the left side, we came down, we beat that high. But if you look at the total market cap, the high here hasn't been beaten yet. It's an interesting concept. You can see, so Bitcoin's above this high, the total market cap isn't. And I've always noticed this, how the market, you know what I mean? And sometimes I've seen Bitcoin do something before the total market cap, like Bitcoin breaks its high. So what this tells me is that the market cap itself is going to break this high because Bitcoin broke its high. And I've done this before and it's played out. And what's going to happen, in my humble opinion, is Bitcoin's going to continue to pump up a little bit, take more market share. Then it's going to start distributing market share back, okay? Back into the altcoins. And the altcoins are going to continue to get a bit of a move to the upside. Shout out to everybody here. We need the likes up to the watchers. I don't know what's going on with the people today. 359 likes. Usually we get the likes flying up to 500. We call Bitcoin. We've been calling pumps. We've been showing you this for day one. I was never bearish. I showed a few little short calls here and there, but I was not bearish for the last 3-5 days straight. I've been teaching you why the banks are going to collapse. I've been talking to you why Bitcoin will go up. I've been teaching you inflation. I've been showing you the fundamental reasons why these coins go up, and I've been also showing you how to find it in the charts as well. Fundamentals and technicals. So you are learned. So you can sit in front of anybody and you can talk the talk, walk the walk. You know exactly what you're talking about. You know about the CPI data. You know about the Fed interest rate, right? You can sit in a room full of economists and break it down. Another little short squeeze there hitting, but we're kind of flatting out here at 26,000. Can we get back above the zone? Kind of getting lackluster here. And that's why I just stay on the smaller time frame. It's going to tell us the small time frame will either dump or pump, and it's going to confirm. So that 1 minute flag did break out that I gave you there. Someone could have traded that, right? That's a trade right there. It's a beautiful trade that I just put out on the 1 minute. I'm just saying, like with the stop loss and everything. Bang, 6.6%, 10x leverage. You're sitting at a 6% gain in about less than a minute. We did this yesterday too. I give you live trades right away. Ideas that you can see. I talked about if we could get back above the point of control, we came and retested it. That was also a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. That's a cup and a handle. Can't you see the cup and the handle? Sammy coming heady to the upside. Shout out to the 800 beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live, baby. For coming on into the live. All right. Can you see Flux, please? We'll take a look at your TA in deep dives. Thank you. Bitcoin pump for the 7 minute. I traded that. Bang. It did right there. Look at that. Little bit, though. Not what we wanted completely, but it's still oversold in the 7 minute. 7 minutes still says a big move is coming to the upside. So I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. 21 interaction. We just broke the trend. The 1 minute got us to pump out the flag. Now the 1 minute will cool off again, make another kind of, it'll be a bigger cup with a handle or another flag. You can get as crazy as you want. If you want to get that crazy, my mind has the capacity to do that. Not everybody's mind has that capacities. I don't have the capacity to do other things other people can do. I'm gifted when it comes to, like, I can look at the 1, the 7, and I can nail the 7, and then I can go to the 32nd, and it just never stops for me. My brain can just keep going down the rabbit hole, and then I can circle back to the 7, circle back to the 1, and that, over time, I couldn't do that for years. That takes time to be able to go back and forth into these smaller time frames and figure out what's happening and give yourself the confirmation on the bigger time frame by using the smaller time frame. All right? There's a move right there that I just called. All right? And I put the stop loss right there in front of everybody. I could have looked like a fool. This could have fallen and hit the stop loss. There was no guarantees price action was going to pop, and it still hasn't gone all the way. I'm not like, oh. But hey, if anyone that placed that technical analysis and figured it out and used the education, had the education and put it on themselves, you'd be in the money right now. All right? You'd be in the money right now, live, baby, live. All right? So check it out, baby. Check it out. My man. That's real talk. I turned 35 beans into 200, then that 200 into 700 all today. I don't leverage trade really, so I did a very small amount. Amazing. I turned 35 beans into 200, turned the 200 into 700. You just 20 extra money in a day. You turned 35 bucks into 700 bucks in a day. Bitcoin inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute time frame. Yes, we talked about it. We went over it. We had you at hello. Shoulder, head, and shoulder, even a bit of a cup and handle. We just went over this. About to hit my target now as we speak. And these are live trades. I give live trades right now in your face. Bang, hit the target right there. We just did it for you. What else do you want? What other channel are you watching? I'm being honest. From 10 to at least 11:30. What channel are you watching? Because we just hit it right now in your face. I'm just saying, right? Again, that was my idea. This is how I trade. My system told me this was highly likely to make a move to the upside. And there we go. Lifer pump on the money. What a great day for the lifers. God bless you, Sam. Super chats. Too much money to print. USD loses reserve status. Thoughts? I mean, crazy. We're going to dive into the news. We're going to break all that down. We have so much to discuss and so much to cover. I'm excited. You should be excited. The world is changing for the better. Why do we see so much evil? Why did we see so much evil the last 2 years? Because the world was changed. The evil had to come out. The evil was getting their way in the background, but they had to finally come out into the face of everybody. And we saw it. All the God-loving people, all the Jesus-loving people, whether you love Jesus or God, I get it. I don't care. As long as you are a loving, beautiful person and you push forward, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Catholic, I don't care if you're, Protestant, whatever it is, if you believe that there's a higher being out there that knows when you do wrong and that you get rewarded for doing good nature and that you get even if it's a constant karmatic energy that follows you around, as long as you believe in karma, as long as you believe that you want to be a better person for other people and that your life will play out, may God bless you. May God bless you, right? And if you don't believe, may God bless you anyway. What I worry the most about people that don't believe in God, what I worry the most about people that don't believe in God is they don't believe in the devil. And the devil does exist. The second you believe in God, you realized all the times the devil tricked you and it helps you live a better life. But when you don't believe in God, then you don't really believe in the devil because you're like, well, if God doesn't exist, then the devil don't exist either, right? They're all made up. And if you don't think the devil exists, the devil has you exactly where he wants you. I'm telling you right now, the enemy you know is better than the enemy you do not know. Believe in God, if anything else, so you will believe in the devil. I'm telling you right now, I hope I just shook you to the core because that was the plan. Shoulder, head. Could we make a right shoulder here on the total market cap? Something that I'm looking at. Could we come all the way down here? This could definitely happen. We could make a shallow one. Definitely looks like a possible pullback could be coming. 1 hour's overbought, 4 hours overbought, right? So it is what it is. Little scalp on that 7, but it's starting to kind of double top. You're looking for the 7 to maybe come up and roll over. You're looking for the 15-minute to finally say, no way. Wow, the 15-minute's actually setting up for a move. This is interesting. I live in the 7, the 15, and the 1 when price action's getting crazy. I use the 1 hour as my outlier, but I dig deep inside the smaller time frames. And that's how I'm able to find confirmation. Once I find confirmation, I make the move, right? Right now, the 15-minute looking bendy, looking very bendy. And when it's starting to round out and bend out, it's a pretty good sign that we can get a big move to the upside here. Get to my target at 27,331, at least somewhere up to 26,896. All I want is a daily candle close above 25,271. That's all I'm caring about. But we're getting more than that today. We are getting blessed with the CPI data. Shout out to ALTRADY. If you're going to go and trade, ALTRADY is the place. Free trading plan, number one. Paper trade, smart trading, single bots, grid bots, crypto scanner, quick scan, portfolio, multiple exchange, real-time markets, advanced trading, trading analytics, base order types, multi-charts, notes, aggregated news, and more. What are you waiting for? Start your free trial today. I met the owner, the guy who created it. He worked for the head of security. He basically did security and, cyber security systems for the UK government, for the Dutch government. He knows exactly what he's doing. Stay up to date with the market. ALTRADY.com. Over 70,000 happy traders worldwide. They're just getting started too. So jump on in, get a 14-day free trial in the link below. I represent ALTRADY. I know the owner and the guy who created it. I put my name with him. We stand together. ALTRADY.com. And I do not like to represent many companies. I'll tell you that. I do not like to represent many companies. I will only represent a company after I fully vetted them. And I know I get emails every single day. Hey, could you push this? No. I do not push crypto projects. I'll make it really clear. You're going to come here. You're going to get education, videos that me and my team make. We're going to spend a lot of time creating awesome content for you every single day. If you haven't noticed, we started a whole new series here called The Price Discovery. Every week, we're going to put out a new video here on the channel. And it's going to be an in-depth video. Price discovery videos will blow your mind, all right? They will blow your mind, so check it out. It's funny, man. All these YouTubers come out when Bitcoin pumps. We're here every single day. Now I'm battling all these people that are streaming today that normally don't stream on my time, but they all want the love, right? We didn't take a day off, though. I hope one day that does pay off, man. I mean, it is already paying off, but in a major way. No days off, baby. No days off. Look, Bitcoin bounces hard. Bank run, Fed bailouts. Man, we've been all over this, man. Bitcoin pumps on bailouts. This is insane. What a really nice thumbnail. The thumbnail is amazing. Unreal. So what do I see happening? I would forget about these small... I mean, the 15-minute actually is suggesting a pump is coming. So I'm going to get rid of the minutia. The 1 minute had a nice pump and slumped. So there you go. You got to take profits if you're scalping the one. It's one thing you got to do. It's all about this trend line holding, though. That's all that matters. And now we keep continuing to build. And this is bullish consolidation now. After a huge pump, you're going sideways. You're making a bull pennant at this point. Measured move may get a little higher here. 27,480 is the measured move. All right. Any bearishness out here, any bearish divergence, anything that could knock us off, this is kind of has a descending triangle vibe, but not really. It's too much of a bull pennant. 15-minute is starting to look bullish to me too. Trade is still open. Really nothing has happened to it. Trade is still flat and open. 15-minute beginning to bend and going sideways. A really good sign. You want this 21-day price action to touch that 15-minute though. The 21-day moving average. That's my catalyst from every move that I make. Look, we didn't get the move here till we started interacting with the 21. The 21 will lag behind price. Then it will catch up. Once it catches up, that's where the indication of a move is. Understand these concepts and you will be paid in the shade for the rest of your life. And you can do this on any single asset in the world. People think that I'm just teaching Bitcoin and crypto. No. You could trade anything in the world. Look at this. Let's go to Tesla. You could trade with my system every single thing in the world. Look at Tesla pump. When it came back to the 21, pump. Then it came back down, 21, pump. You're waiting the same thing here for Tesla to come back to the 21-day moving average. Get tight. They own a lot of Bitcoin, so they tend to kind of follow Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. You can see how they're both making a flag on the 7. That 7 hits. You're going to see Tesla go to 187. All right? So these are just the concepts. Look, you have a golden cross coming too. All right? And if you get above this resistance, you gap right back up to the next resistance zone. And you have a gap in the VRVP and you get above the high volume node. Same concept. Go back in time here. Tesla pumped up huge. Right? Came back to the 21 before it pumped. Pump back to the 21. Pumps up. Comes back to the 21. Dumps. You know what I mean? Here's a pump, comes back to the 21, pumps up. Where did it have to come back? To the 21-day moving average. So we're right here watching Bitcoin, waiting to touch the 21. We're like, all right, when it touches the 21, we're going to get the pump. I've been doing this for 15 years on multiple assets all over the world. So get in line, get ready to get it. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So I would be watching the 1 hour. Looks like we're going to go sideways. My prediction is sideways for the next few hours, unless the 15 minute has me a little excited. I got to be honest. 15 minute has me a little excited. BUSD pair is higher than the US Tether pair by about $100 too, right? So that's another thing that we got going on. So I'll watch this 15 minute. If the price action touches and interacts with the 21, maybe a pump coming, and it could flip the 1 hour to continue. I'd like to see the 1 hour go sideways and make a more of a flag here as well. But I'll watch that 15 minute. I'm going to leave the smaller time frames alone for now, based on what I see on the 15 minute time frame. All right. That scalp worked out. It was a nice 1 minute scalp. Kind of time to move on and look at the bigger picture. So I'm watching the 15 minute inside. All right. Inside of this flag, I want to see the 21 touch price action. We might get a bit of a move there to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing now. Bitcoin looks sideways, 28,750 to 27,009 area, hanging out, right? I wouldn't short yet unless this starts to break down from the pattern and do a bearish retest or something, all right? And then we'll get a short confirmation. Or there's this double top. It could come up and double top. It could make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It could make a diamond. So we'll be looking for more of a reversal pattern if I'm going to short. These are continuation patterns. So the pattern right here has a 68% chance of breaking back up to 27.5. So I shouldn't go against the probability, right? That's the probability. There's no reason to go against it. So I see this going sideways. And as long as we stay in it, I don't see a reason why the 1 hour couldn't push us and the 15 back to 27,431. And I'm sticking to it. So that's Bitcoin for the day. All right, let's take a look at total market cap. Could we make a right shoulder on the bigger idea? Definitely a chance. You can keep that on your radar. However, we get back above here and start to flag out, that will be negated. So can we close a daily candle well above 1.09 trillion? We're back 1.11. That's the move where we want to be. Remember, we didn't break this previous high at 1.182. Bitcoin has broken this high. So will the total market cap follow through like Bitcoin and break its left high? It's interesting, right? No one really pointed this out. Everyone rejoices that Bitcoin broke the high, but the total market cap didn't. We don't break this high, right? That's still a resistance point, and we could end up back down here. So no one really discussing this. Everyone's screaming and yelling about Bitcoin. No one truly discussing this idea, all right? Dang, I'm getting a short squeeze here on Bookmap, though. Slight short squeeze. We don't see any really orders. One big order at 26,008, and then a buy wall there at 25,004, but nothing really everyone kind of in shock at this point. I think a lot of people really don't know what to do, so you don't have enough liquidation points. We need Bitcoin to kind of fall sideways. We need enough people to believe they could go long and enough people to believe they could go short. That's what we're looking for. And then once we get that movement, we'll be able to be like, all right, that's what they're planning on doing. All right. Man. All right. All right, so total market cap. I want to see a daily candle close back above 1.1 trillion. If not, we make that right shoulder and we could come back down either to test 1.04 or $940 billion, right? So we're not out the water yet, okay? And I mean, Bitcoin broke that high. It's beautiful. Respect what you do, lifer. Been watching your channel for a while now. Going to take your class today and join your trading group. Thank you so much for the love, man. I appreciate that. All right. So you get my idea for Bitcoin. I think I can leave it alone for now, right? You see my idea. We already hit a 1 minute scalp already. So here we go. I also gave you a bunch of concepts and taught you things about the 21-day moving average that'll change your life. That'll change your life. Okay. All right. If you have any questions about your 99 membership, registration, or would like to pay with crypto, please email cryptolifers@gmail. Waking up to green is a great feeling. Yes, it is. Cash, SR Flip, 1 hour, nice. App, really banging on them. Does the Tuesday class provide more knowledge than the live stream? Need honest opinion from people here. That's ridiculous. If you think that you would, dude, I give you my life story. I teach you things you never would have known in this live. I can't. The live stream goes by so fast. So many coins come by. The tutoring class is a one-on-one with me for an hour, man. My thing is this, man. I'm going to say something that may sound rude, but I'm a self-made millionaire businessman, dude. I took it from zero to hero, all by myself with a microphone in my room. My dad didn't give me a penny. No one gave me a dime to start my business. I lived in a one-bedroom apartment for $14.50. I worked a night shift. I grinded. Why would you not want to spend an hour with me alone like, forget the technical analysis. If I just talked to you for 2 hours, I would mentor you out of your mind. Like, I would give you ideas and thoughts and concepts, and I would push you. I would change the way you think. I don't get it, man. I just, like Grant Cardone. If I could spend an hour with that dude, I would probably spend $2-3 grand. Like, come on now. Like, I spend big money on mentors and mentorship. So just being able to be with someone intimately on a Zoom that has changed their life in a way that only one out of millions of people have done, how is that not amazing? You know what I mean? Like anytime I'm near Ben, BitBoy Ben, people, you could say whatever you want about Ben. The dude started a multi-million-dollar business and he's the boss of it. So I asked Ben questions about business. I looked at Ben. I am always mentoring myself with the people around me. If you have access to someone that has done that and you don't think it's it for $99 and you don't take advantage of it, come on, man. To me, that's just absurd. And again, I don't want to sound conceited, but if I died tomorrow and there was another guy that did something like me and I was able to look at it from afar, I'd be like, man, you better go get that 99. You better go get that 1 hour, 2 hours with that dude. Like, it can only help you. Like, you're not talking to some rehab dude. You're not talking to some, you know what I mean? You're not talking to like some bum on the street. You're talking to someone that changed their life. Like every single day with discipline, right? And I'm going to teach you discipline. I'm going to teach you how to think differently. You got to think differently. Half the reason most of us were stuck in a 9-to-5 is because of our thought process. We didn't think we were worth it. It was also our confidence. Like, we believed we were supposed to work for someone else. Like, even if every once in a while we gained the confidence, we went back into that same road and we're like, no. I aim to teach you out of your move. I aim to get you going, man. I aim to change your life forever. I changed my life forever. I can ride off to the sunset at this point. I do the YouTube because I love it. I could do YouTube 5 days a week. I could pop in and out. I don't have to go every single day. I don't have to do that. I do it because I love it. I do it because I actually have passion in my life, and people that are passionate, they go all the way no matter what it is. Money will never motivate me to be who I want to be. Money is just, I like having money because I love being free. Freedom tokens, all right? How do I contact you for a one-on-one? I make it so simple, man. Go down to all my videos. Hit the link. Think about it. Do you think I would make it hard for you to find me on a one-on-one? It's very simple. You go to the description where I offer anything that could be there. And right there it says, tutoring, book a tutoring one-on-one. My actual schedule is already booked in here. All you have to do is click on it and find a day that works for you. $300 an hour for a one-on-one or the course, all right? My time is extremely valuable. I can make more than $300 an hour trading. So when you take an hour of my time, I lose money. So when I have to do tutoring for 1 hour, I lose money sometimes. There's days where I've tutored and I've missed out on a $1,000 trade and I only made $300 an hour. But I still do it because I love you and I care about you. Okay? So that's the key here. All right? Not to be rude. Are you guys trading bull? And the true masters of a given profession are the ones always happy to impart their knowledge. And Lifer is a perfect example of this. Love the attitude. Royal Canadian Bear Force. That guy's in the Bear Force, man. Watch out. But I'm learning every day investing, so hopefully I won't have to work anymore. How unfair that one man forgives everyone, like whatever happened to justice then. Is someone going to rehab to better themselves and make them unqualified to have? No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You took my words wrong. I speak out of... All I was saying is I've seen a guy on the street drinking. I've learned from a bum on the street. So I'm going to be... I've sat with bums in the street and learned from them. But would I pay for a one-on-one? I don't know. You know what I mean? Man, I just want to say thank you what you did for me. Shout out to Devix Webb, man. God speaks in different ways. I'm always finding myself coming back to better myself and getting away from the rat race. Work ethic compliments your passion. Keep up the good work. We're blessed to have your knowledge. Shout out to my man. I have some bone, but I don't trade it. But I do own some bone. All right? I do own some bone, though. You already changing all who launch for the better. Blessing you, Sam. Thank you. Blessed to have you. Enjoy, brother. Amen. Just a tip. If he says 1 hour, it's 2. He's an incredible person. It took me 3 months to get the money to take his course, and it was worth it. Shout out to Gabriel Henrique. God bless you. Thank you. If you're still in rehab, you probably aren't in a position in life to be mentoring anybody. That's for people that aren't ready recovered. Yeah, that's all I was saying. And the guy's trying to tell me that, like, no, I actually went to Narcotics Anonymous once in my life. Like, all right, I'll be open about that. Okay, I've said my story. A lot of people know my story. I've let it out a few times. So, I am not infallible. I've had horrible things happen to me. I've crawled back from the depths of hell, honestly. And, that's what it's about. All right. People don't realize is they come to watch streams, they come to watch technical analysis, but it's about getting your mind in the right process. If your mind's not in the right process, you will not do well with the TA. You get it? Like, everyone wants to come here and be like, oh, he's just talking about his mind, and man, that's what you need more than anything else, but you don't realize it. I was watching YouTube. I was a lost soul. I needed help. I needed mentorship. I needed a confident voice that made sense. I needed someone that could show up every day and show me that they were the real deal. All right? I mean, the 7-minute looks like this thing could blast. I'm still watching this flag. USDT pair looks better than the USD pair. I'll tell you that right now. It's already touching the 21. I'd continue to watch this 7. All right? No reason to stop it. Let the probability play out. Let the probability play out. Scared money don't make money. Bitcoin 3L, baby. Yeah, Bitcoin 3L may pop to the upside for sure. They even have a 5L on MEXC Global too. All right, they got 3x long on MEXC Global and a 3x long on KuCoin. You're just waiting for this 21 to touch the price action or get really close to it. 90% of the time it touches. Every once in a while, I see the price action just kind of go like this, and it doesn't touch it. But that's like only 10% of the time. 90% of the time, price action will touch. See right there, it didn't touch. It kind of touched, but it like almost touched. See? It like just brazed it. 90% of the time, it does touch. Every once in a while, it just brazes it. But touch, touch, touch. Before every pump you've ever seen, touch, pump, touch, pump, touch, pump. I hope I'm blowing your mind. I hope you're learning the sauce that I'm kicking it. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and seeing the signs of life here on the live stream. So we're going to continue to watch both these flags, 7-minute flag, 50-minute flag. Bitcoin sideways in a flag could pump up to the measured move of 27,576. If you're just coming into the live, this is what we're looking at. Is everything okay? All right, we're going to take a look at the super chats now. We got CKB, Doge, FRA, GALA, Hex, Maple, and Flux. I gotcha, baby. I gotcha. Let's jump into these super chats and let's get them done. Let's get them done. A little following flag for Tesla. That touches the 21. That thing could pump up to about 206. Let's take a look at CKB. Nervos. I met the team over in New York City. Kevin Wang. Know all about Nervos. So I talked about CKB, about 2 or 3 days ago, right? Because it was in this cup and handle, and I want to see if it resistance. Came back down and hit this support zone and bounced. Came back up again. CKB may have been stopped out if you jumped into that trade because it did go below the point of control and slumped a little bit. Crypto Liver doesn't only work every day, but also works all day and night. Always available and teaching and updating us in the Discord. God bless, man. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I'm super active in the Discord, man. If you need something, I'm there. I got my phone on me and I'm always checking. Every hour I can check. Shout out to the 770 beautiful souls on the live. 500 likes. We couldn't get to that 1,000 because we had other YouTubers stealing my shine, baby. Don't go on my... It's like, I'm 10 to 12. You don't get to go 10 to 12. I go 10 to 12. You know, it's funny. It's just like, dang, man. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You got to share. You got to share to stay alive, right? You got to share. KAVA, somebody asked. Jimmy Wozniak. asking about KAVA. So look, you want to see CKB stay above my yellow box here, even the yellow line at 0.4. It stays above 4 cents, then it's good to go. I got the cup and handle. It looks beautiful to me. I take a look at my 4-hour time frame, and we pulled a Fibonacci on this too as well. Our fib retracement came all the way back down to the 706 area. Then we bounced back up, and we bounced off of 0.04. Okay? So here's the deal. This guy's hilarious, man. Shout out to Jason Casper, man. We're both streaming right now. We're streaming. We're both streaming at the same time. I usually go to his stream and send him some love, but I can't. I sent him some love actually while I was streaming. So funny. Super chats, Doge, FRA, GALA, Hex, Maple, Flux, and KAVA. CKV, I mean, it's, to me, it's in a beautiful retracement. 706 retracement. I see it going all the way back to the upside. Again, we're watching the 2-day chart on a lot of these coins. 2-day chart says a blast is coming. We dipped a little bit, but this is a falling wedge that wants to break up 68% of the time. It's got a candle going. 2-day chart's about to blast. So I'm trading 2-day charts on almost every coin. Falling volume with falling price. This is a massive altcoin rally could be coming. 131% gains for CKB. I'm watching it closely. All right. It could double top up here and get resistance. Anything could happen. Always use a stop loss. What? But then you're like, well, how do I enter the trade? Well, the 4 hours beat. 4 hours been beat on a lot of coins. And it likely is going to have to pull back at one point. So I'd wait for the 4 hour. It could pump. I don't care if I miss any of the pumps. Eventually a pump will end up here. Maybe the pump up's here. Maybe the pump up's up there. Wherever the pump ends, maybe it ends up there. I don't care. I'm more looking at predicament than pumpage. Once the pump ends, the 4 hour is going to have to come and retrace and touch the 21-day moving average. That's going to be the entry when the 4 hour resets and price action touch the 21. That's going to be the sweet spot. Might come like this and do that, and then you're going to be in there. Bang. So you're waiting for this to reset. You're waiting for the price action to touch the 21-day moving average, and the bigger time frames say a bigger move is coming. So I look at my bigger moves, then I go into my smaller areas to define how I'm going to able to enter the trade. And I look for probabilities that are going to help me out. All right? It's a beautiful Bitcoin is pumping. You know what happens next? Alts, baby. Alts. Yeah, exactly. Alts will start to pump after Bitcoin. It's exactly what happens. It's a beautiful day, baby. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. Shout out to Basting Polly. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all. All right. Shout me out. Shout out to Life Orion in the house, man. Shout out to Life Orion. We love you, Life Orion. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Tweety Pie. Shout out to Justin Cashmore, CNC Ireland, James Wozniak, Sneaky, Liquidity Pump. I talked about liquidity. I went over it last night on the live stream. Was that last night or at least yesterday? Let's go. Taking my notes right now. Crypto Lifer doesn't only work. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Life, I'm not grumpy. Blessed to have found you. Yeah, I bought a few bone and the SHIB community is large, even though meme coins is not my style. Thanks for your input. They're really not meme coins. They have a real ecosystem. Shibarium is a real ecosystem. People want to call it a meme coin, but it's actually a cryptocurrency. The Lord remains the same from the beginning and forever. Amen. God bless you, my brother. We love you, Sam. Thank you, man. God bless you too. You and your family, brother. Irish Aries, baby. Shout out to my man, Matt Stevens in the house. Irish Aries. When you read Lifer's testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Read the testimonials. Let us know, baby. Let us know. I'm late to the party, but let's go. Get bumping. Sideways action. We're watching the 1 hour and the 15-minute. They're taking their time. Price action needs to touch the 21-day moving average before it can pump again. Just remember that. I've said it like 15 times today, but I'll say it again. I have to hear things over and over again to learn. Let's take a look at Dogecoin. Let's look at our baby Doge. I said baby Doge, didn't I? It's funny. So Doge looked nice. It kept consolidating, and then when the market kind of dumped, it dumped Doge down, right? So let's kind of reorganize what happened in Doge. Okay, so here we go. Looking closely at Dogecoin. All right. Looking closely at Dogecoin. We have a big resistance at 10.75. We have a big resistance at 9.5. And we have a bounce here at 4. And we have a bounce here and right there. All right. So key area of support for Dogecoin is 6.4. We bounce back up at a resistance. The daily still has legs like the rest of the market. We could still see huge moves coming. The 1 hour, all right, getting overbought away from the 21-day moving average. Same ideas. So now we look at the smaller ideas. And this is the same thing. It's following Bitcoin, right? You can see it's following Bitcoin. It's going to do whatever Bitcoin does in a nutshell, really, at the end of the day. Some coins follow Bitcoin directly. Like the main top 20, 50, the main top 20 coins all pretty much follow Bitcoin. You know, like Phantom, Doge, Matic. So same concept here. Here's the chart that we're looking for, but we need price action to interact with the 21-day moving average. Same things here. And that would be the time to get in when this comes on down. I set alerts down here. This is my advanced system. And I set an alert here too as well. Could the smaller time frames pump and you miss it completely? Of course. Anything could happen. There's no guarantees. But this is an idea for Doge here. And you have to remember, the 4 hours overbought on almost every single coin. Eventually, you're going to have to get some type of pullback, and the 21 will come into place. The 200 is too far away from the 21 too as well, which usually tells me there will be some type of pullback at one point. I could be wrong. Watch this thing pump all the way to the moon. I'm just showing you what the probabilities are based on my years of doing this. Okay? Based on my years of doing this. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. All right? Thank you for your guidance, Sam. Anytime, buddy. Anytime. Weekly still looks good on Doge. It's a great day. Whoop, whoop. Love the green days. Let's take a look at FAR, Findora, if I'm correct with the name. I know almost every ticker off the top of my head. So we're kind of in the same concept here. Findora's in a giant cup and handle. You have to understand how to use big time frames, and then how to find small time frames for the best entry so you don't get stopped out when you're holding a big time frame. Because if you just go to a big time frame and you enter the trade, the chance you're gonna and you have emotions, like the daily may swing a lot. It may swing up and down a few times before you eventually get your move. Because of that, you know what I mean? You kind of just problem is, so I'll show a beautiful daily chart. Someone will know they won't know what to do with it because they don't know how to look at the smaller time frames to execute the entry. That's the key. All right. That's what you're looking for. So this is a cup and handle. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. And here you go. I mean, Findora, right? Measured move for that is going to take you to about 7 cents and 2/10 of a cent. All right. Or no, 7/10 of a cent. Forgive me. But that's about a 3x from there, right? Yeah, 2 times 3 is 6. I mean, you're looking at a 7. I mean, yeah, 180%. Okay, it's almost 3 cents. So, cup and handle to the upside could definitely make a move. Findora. All right. You also want to pull your Fibonacci on this and take a look at where you are fib styles. You went all the way to the 786. If you omit the wick, you're in the golden pocket. I sometimes omit the wick because the wick is insane. It's like, but are you breaking the rules? That depends. Only on crazy little small cap gems will I break some rules. On a traditional asset, I would never do anything of the sort. It would always be wick to wick. I just want to make that clear. But when things change, they change. When things are little, they're little. They're not the same, so it is what it is. All right. Findora with a bit of move, 180% gains there coming for Findora. All right. All right, so here's the deal. And we keep checking back on that 15-minute as we get closer and closer. And can we make this move above the zone on the total market cap? So Findora, I like what it's doing, but the 4 hour is not where I want it to be. So here's the deal. Very simple for me. I can either aggressively enter the trade right now with a stop loss somewhere below here and let it rip and see if I, can make it below that point of control. Pretty good idea, in my humble opinion. Or I can wait out the 4 hour to reset in some way. So if the smaller time frames pump us and we get some type of crazy move, like Bitcoin pumps, the whole market gets crazy, and this just skyrockets it, the 4 hour is still going to be overbought after that point, and it's so pinned, and it's going to have to come back down. And when it does, I'm going to make the call. Pretty simple to me as I wait for the 4-hour to reset, and that's where I would be looking to get into the trade. Really simple stuff for me. Now, one thing I'm also looking at is this shoulder, this head. Do we make a right shoulder here and make a move to the upside? I'm looking for this to roll over and for that right shoulder to come on out. All right? I wouldn't touch it until then. If you ask about optimism one more time, you will be removed. You actually are going to be removed now. I saw you, four times as a spam. They're going to kick you out. Not kick you out, but they probably will remove your name. You ask one time and that's it. You don't ask more than once. If you really want me to see it, you send in a super chat. All right? Yeah, you were removed. See, man, you can't spam the chat. Otherwise, everyone would do it, and we can't allow that behavior. So GALA. I had GALA in this beautiful zone. Bolus divergence there. We talked about it. We pulled the fib. Golden pocket was right there. We bounced back up. We were up 27% on that GALA idea. GALA's now up 45% gains. GALA, baby, GALA. GALA was the only coin that looked okay to me, even though Bitcoin was playing games. It was strong. It was strong. So here you can see me posting GALA on 3-1 on the 2-day chart. Let's take a look at what happened to this 2-day chart idea for GALA. And you got to have patience on the 2-day chart. And look at that. A massive move to the upside. Let me just take a look. It may have dipped a little bit, though. Yeah, because we have 4 cents and 1/3 of a cent. Yeah, and it dipped all the way to 3. So I'm not going to call that. That dipped. I mean, we were right here hoping it would hold. When Bitcoin took the dip, it dipped. This thing went back up. So I looked at it on that way. Technically, if your stop was bigger on the, if your stop was somewhere below 3 cents, this would have played out very nicely. So, it dipped down to 2.9 though on a wick. So, got real close. Got real close. Another thing I do is I put what I'm willing to lose in the 2-day and just let it ride. See? So there's two types of trading. There's trading with a stop loss, or there's the trading with a whole position is the stop loss. So for instance, you have $1,000, 1% of you have 10,000, 1% is $100. Well, if 1% is $100, and that means every single trade I put out is 100, then I can put $100 in a trade and let it go to zero. And if it goes to zero, so be it. Too many people are always worried about, that yes, I use a stop loss on every trade, but if the trade is the stop loss, then I won't use a stop loss. You get what I mean? So if you had a $500,000 portfolio and you should risk 1% per trade, all right? So you use a stop loss and you get hit off for 500. But to me, I could also put $500 in a coin and put no stop loss because 500 is my stop loss and I'm willing to lose that whole position. You be real, some people who would just put $100 in a bunch of coins on the 2-day low with no stop loss would make more money than someone that took $2,000 and tried to swing trade every 5 seconds until they got a better sense of the market too. But just, I'm just breaking down some concepts and key ideas. So I swing trade, but I also plot myself on low stochastics and just let them ride. All right. But that took years and, you kind of have to figure out what you're feeling, what you're thinking about that. Right. Coordinated. Okay, so moving forward. Let's keep it moving now. All right. We got to bring you the news. Let's get into the news, everybody. Let's get in to the news. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I give you the news. 3 big news articles or waves in the market that are going to affect your day. I'm telling you right now, CPI was big today. The data came out Tuesday, March 14th. Everybody was waiting, but we had a lot more fireworks this weekend with the banks collapsing. CPI inflation rate slows to 6% in February, but prices post strong monthly gain. Inflation eased for the 8th straight month in February as a slowing rise in food costs offset a bump in gasoline prices and another spike in rent. But price increases rose sharply again on the monthly basis, fueling concerns that a steady pullback in inflation at the end of last year had stalled. Consumer price increased 6% from a year earlier, down from 6.4% in January, and a 40-year high of 9.1% in June, according to the Labor Department Consumer Price Index. That marked the smallest annual gain since September of 2021. On a monthly basis, though, price advanced 0.4%, following a 0.5 increase in January. Previously, monthly cost increase has slid to 0.1 to 0.2%. Core CPI versus CPI. Core prices, which exclude volatile food energy items and better reflect longer trends, increased 0.5 from January, falling 0.5 bump. The previous 2 months, that lowered the annual increase from 5.5 to 5.6 to 5.5. All else equal, the resurgence of the faster inflation might have led the Federal Reserve to approve a half-point interest rate increase next week after gradually moderating the pace of its hikes to a quarter point. But some top economists say the collapse of Silicon Valley and the rate risks to the financial system posed other troubled regional banks could lead the Fed to pause its hiking campaign or lift rates by a quarter point at the most. The stress has spiked in the banking system, but the Fed is still highly focused on taming inflation, said Ryan Sweet, chief U.S. economist of Oxford Economics. Some guy, right? Some guy. So Fed Chair Powell said he's the most concerned about supercore inflation, a new term to describe prices for underlying services excluding housing, which he says are mostly fueled by pay increase and could be tougher to bring down. Supercore inflation rose by 2% last month and is almost up 7% from a year ago. Stocks actually bounced too. We're going to take a look at that. Rent inflation. Rent continued to be the biggest driver of inflation, soaring 0.8 on the month. So, yes, I mean, things are still going up for the average American. Things are still going up in price for the average American. Bank runs, the first sign the Fed broke something. Bank runs are problematic in today's financial system due to fractional reserve banking. Under this system, only a fraction of the bank's deposits must be available for withdrawal. In this system, banks only keep a specific amount of cash on hand and create loans from deposits it receives. The second you put $100 in the bank, they loan out $90 and only keep 10 of it. They don't keep your money. They loan it out. Your money is not there. Your money's only there when you ask for it. If everybody asked for it, the money would not be there. This is a known concept. I'm not trying to scare you. This is a known concept. While higher rates increase consumer borrowing costs, they also negatively impact banking capital, as notes above. Yeah, so he can raise rates, but then the banks have less access to money because the money's more expensive. A smaller bank can't afford it because they can't, when you do this, what I believe they're going to do is try to kill the smaller banks. I read a little deep dive theory 7-8 years ago that they wanted to consolidate the wealth into the central banks. They don't want your Citibank. They don't want your Chase Bank. They want an IMF and they want a World Bank. They only want 4 to 5 banks to run the whole world. They want wealth consolidated. Then they want you on a CBDC. They want a new world order. They want to take control. You know it. I know it. We see it happening. All right. This going on is just something that's going to continue. I got into Bitcoin for these reasons because I knew that in the long term, the people playing with your money never truly cared about you. Bitcoin has no person. So you care about yourself and Bitcoin rides with you. It is what it is. The second you enter a bank, you're entering into some other person's ideal or belief system. The person that created that bank, he might have his employees act a certain way. He might be rude. There may be an energy source that you're attaching yourself to. Every business has an energy source just like mine. I'm the one who created my business. No matter what business you're in, understand that concept. So when you buddy up with a bank, you're also butting up with some energies, maybe energies that you can't see and that you maybe not want to be a part of. Another thing, Web3 service Unstoppable Domains and Polygon Labs roll out Polygon Domains. The new tool will allow users to expand their digital identity across 750 decentralized applications, games, and metaverses on the Polygon network. And that's the idea. You want to eventually make a Web3 identity and travel the internet with your Web3 identity. We shouldn't be logging into every single website. Every site should be Web3 compatible, and they should be able to log into my wallet. I should be able to pay for anything I want and ship it to my house through my wallet. That should be the easiest way. So I travel as the wallet, and I interact with websites and connect to them, just like we do in DeFi. DeFi is Web3. That's how you're going to act. You're not going to go to websites and log in with your name and password. You're going to have an actual identity that you connect throughout the internet. This is where we're going. This is where we headed. Polygon gets it. Unstoppable Domains gets it. I have my Unstoppable Domain. Do you? And that is the news for the day, everybody. Thank you so much for jumping on into the news, as there was a lot of big information there too. Polygon making big waves. Actually might give it a bit of a pump in the next couple of weeks too, as you can see that it's continuing to grow and continue to be in the news. Thank you so much for watching. This is the news segment every single day, and I'll catch you on my live stream 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the charts. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Let's get back into those super chats so I can get them done and have a blast. Shout out to everybody here. May God bless each and every one of you. Let's take a look at our baby APT. And a lot of people wanted that. It was a known coin, hot coin in the game. People wanted to get down on Aptos. All right. I had it here with a nice move to the upside. Aptos booming up 35% gains. 618 Fibonacci zone. Came back to hit the retracement. Aptos on the radar. Bang, bang, bang. All right. And I went and talked about this, or someone asked it. Yeah, here it is. On 3.9, I'm putting Aptos in the golden pocket for you in the trading group at 844. I'm talking about it at about 1159. It would slump a little bit down to 1017, right? Maybe even more. Yeah, 1009. But it would still stay above that Fibonacci level and continue to move. So, bang, bang, bang. Aptos just continue to do damage. But I started looking at it early. I could see something was brewing here. I was like, man, this is coming back to its retracement area. You got a 618 golden pocket. Only a matter of time that this thing could make a move. And it did. 35% gains for Aptos. And look at the 2-day. 2-day just getting started. We slap on those moving averages. They're getting tight again, but not enough of them on the 2-day chart. 1 hour suggests you're going to get a bit of a pullback today on the most of the markets, or at least some type of flag here. So you're waiting for a flag for price action to touch the 21 and for continuation of the move. That would be the move right there. Looks like tonight there's going to be a bunch of trades possibly opening up as Bitcoin starts to flow the money back into the altcoins. We know how this works. We know the cycle. We're going to teach you the cycle. We're going to teach you how to maintain the cycle and how to trade the cycle. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all. Thank you. So Aptos looking pretty good to me. Double time pullback already. Look at the RSI. It's pumped early. Did the 15-minute rollover? No, not yet. Not at all. Actually, still looks really nice. Still inside a beautiful flag. No rollover yet at all, baby. Still it's in a bull pennant. Bull flag. I call that a bull flag. Been going sideways most of the show, but once price action touches that 21, I'm telling you, we could see an explosive move to the upside. Could be a Bart Simpson head to the downside. Anything is possible, but the oversold stochastic suggests, and the falling volume with falling price says a reversal could be happening here for Bitcoin. What is your opinion on Cosmos? I held pretty tight. I love Cosmos. I've been holding it since it was $4, $5, and $6. I will continue to hold Cosmos till it gets back to 100, 150 bucks a coin. It's an interoperable hub that connects multiple chains. It has a huge use case. I also see it with the cinema. Every time I look to buy a movie, you can buy your movie tickets. I keep going to this site, and it says I can buy my tickets with Atom. Atom tickets, right? Have you seen this? Cosmos, Shazam. And look, Cosmos is contemporary sci-fi. It's funny, it says Cosmos because Cosmos is Atom, which is weird, right? That was a complete coincidence. Atom is Cosmos, and then the movie was called Cosmos. That's bugging me out. But look, see how it says Atom right there? And like, you can buy tickets with Atom. I'm telling you. Nobody's talked about this. I found this on my own one day trying to go to the movies with my daughter. And I was like, dude, I want to buy the tickets with Atom. Atom, your ticket to more. And I had to be like, this has to be Atom because that's the Cosmos thing. Like, right? I don't know. AtomTickets.com. I mean, I've never seen this before, but let's go look at the, no one's taught me this. One day I just fell over the site and I said, is this Atom? I said, I'm gonna buy all my movie tickets with this. Because if you go to Atom, it's the same logo. And Atom's called Cosmos. See, it has that thing in the middle? Right? Weird how the movie we clicked on was Cosmos. That was bugged out. That was funny. Very, very interesting. But yeah, I want to do here, but I don't want it to like bring up my personal data. But I keep trying to get tickets. I want to go for this showtime, 3 o'clock, you know. Pick the seats. You get to pick the seats now. Continue with email. Already have an Adam account. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's not Adam. No, Adam is a movie thing. So this is not Adam. Isn't that weird? I thought you could buy your movie ticket with Adam. I was confused, man. I don't know what was going on, right? But this happened like a 6-7 months ago, and I never thought about it again. Did you look into KUJI, Sam? It's actually built on Cosmos as layer 1. KUJI. And that's how you make the money, getting onto a new coin, KUJIRA. $57 million market cap. The blockchain for real yield, the decentralized ecosystem for protocols, builders, and Web3 users seeking sustainable fintech built on Blue. The secret of change is to focus all your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. It's true. Always, always focus on the future. I used to spend so much of my time thinking about the past. It did not serve me. It did not serve me. KUJIRA, $57 million market cap on MEXC, Osmosis, Uniswap, CoinX. Let's take a look at this chart on MEXC. Still folding this flag. We could see a big move here coming out of Bitcoin. Still sitting in limbo. Let's take a look at Fuji. No, it wasn't Fuji. It was KUJI. About to say. And it's on MEXC. MEXC, I'm telling you, see how MEXC has it? I went over this idea in that video that I made recently. Everyone, there's a bunch of videos I'm making in the Trading View, but people aren't watching them. You got 41,000 people on here, and we're getting less than 1,000 views. I believe people join my YouTube channel, yes, to make gains. I get it. I'm a freak of nature watching the YouTube channel and the live stream. But also, like, I can teach you key concepts about cryptocurrency. I can teach you ideas like how to find coins when no one else knows about them, how to get them on a decentralized exchange, and then move them to a centralized exchange and then sell them off in bigger volume. All these concepts are key and can help you. I explain them all in depth in all these little videos, but nobody's watching them, you know? It's all good. I don't mind. I'm having a good life. I would love that if more people got the information that I know can help them and can actually change their lives. So 4-hour time frame's overbought like the entire market. I'm just not going to run up on that. You know, that's going to have to cool off for me. So I don't chase no matter how big the energy is. Come back down here, please. KUJIRA. Or do you pump back up and bounce here? That area and that area I'm looking for once the 4-hour resets. Those would be the two entries I would take. This one obviously would be better for KUJIRA. Just 3 likes to reach 600 likes. Shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at Hex. So Hex for Tether on Uniswap. We talked about it breaking out of this falling wedge. Took a little bit of a dip, then it did bump to the upside. We could readjust the wedge slightly. I had a move for Hex going all the way up here to about 11 cents. It's at 8.8 now and following the move. I like what I'm seeing for Hex. So first thing you want to do is go to the daily time frame. Take a quick look at what's happening on the daily. We're oversold right here. And, you know, we got oversold there. Resistance. We popped back up. We fell back down. We hit a support zone. Resistance, support. We bounced. Bit of a cup and handle feel. And then continued to pump to the upside. Broke the resistance just like Bitcoin. And now it's on a new high. Market. All the markets follow BTC. So I bet it. I bet you're in a flag on the 15. Just like Bitcoin. Little, not really. Kind of heading up. Lack of liquidity there on that pair. Overbought on the 1-hour time frame. I'm looking for a pullback on all these coins. Everything pumped hard this morning. Some type of pullback to about 7.6, in my humble opinion, would be nice. All right. We could go sideways in the flag. I don't know exactly what flag we make, but it looks like we're going to go sideways for the afternoon. Then Hex can continue to pump. Let's take a look at MPL, Maple on CoinX. You can also get it, I believe, on Coinbase. Maple. We first got into this coin and looked at it because it was on token metrics. Traded it a little bit and then completely forgot about it. Never really looked at it again. So look, I put a cup and handle for Maple the last time I looked at it. Again, price action dipped. You had a bullish divergence in the 4-hour time frame. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down, which rendered your move, got you above that previous high, and you pumped on out. I need to see it a little neater. Whenever I look at a new coin, to wake up in moving averages, I have to see clarity. I can't see a bunch of squiggliness all over the place. Once I add things back, it makes sense, but that's just how I operate. So here, we have a resistance, support zone, resistance, and a resistance here. Bit of a cup and handle on the daily pushing up. So here's the deal. That's your wacky cup. There's your insane handle. Came back for the bump. This is where I put my moving averages back on. I want to see. Look at price action. We know that price action likes to pump up to the 200 SMA. We've backtested this and we've seen many of them do it. Daily says it can do it. So here's the deal. Stop loss somewhere below a volume node at 375. Somewhere, actually, stop loss could be right below 450. See if this thing can ride up to the 200 SMA. That's how I would be playing it. And it does have legs to continue. 2-day chart just getting started like a lot of coins. I'm telling everyone to watch these 2-day charts. 2-day charts look absolutely amazing to me. Maple looks to pump up to the 200 SMA. Highly likely. We backtested this. We saw many assets do it. It's very likely this asset will do it again. I'm not a financial advisor. Maybe it dumps it to zero and goes nowhere. I don't know. I have no idea where that coin's going to go. I'm just giving you probabilities of technical analysis. But if you're in my trading group, you know all about the 200 SMA on the daily. I've been hammering it in for the last 3 months. Just really pointing it out any chance I can because I really want you guys to understand this concept. Guys and gals, lifers and lifettes, everybody here, I want you to understand these concepts. I don't want you to be left in the dust. Let's take a look at Flux here. Flux USDT on KuCoin. Shout out to the $57 in chat revenue. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love. Wow, a lot of super chats. Unbelievable. So look, I mean, we talked about Flux making a move. It got a little bit of a pump. What, 20% gains there? I'll flop that for you because it's a negative. Yeah, about 18% gains on a Flux out of the cup and handle. It did pump on the daily. Nice move. It's about to get above the moving averages. It gets above the 200 SMA. I've seen huge moves come when coins get above the 200 SMA on the daily time frame. So I'd be watching for Flux to make a bit of a move. Again, the 4 hours overbought on the entire scene. The entire scene. So, same concept here. We're pumping right now, actually, as we speak on Flux. Do we pump all the way to the 200 SMA? We may pump all the way up to here to get, that's usually what happens, and then we'll... But I'm looking for some type of flag at one point. And again, the same idea. I've said this 100 times now. Same concepts. I'm a very simple trader. I do the same things over and over again. And I wait for price action to touch the 21-day moving average. When price action touches that 21, there's likelihood of a move back to the upside, and then this flag can hit the measured move probably to 90 cents, 91 cents for Flux. I put Flux in the radar back at 68 when it first came out. We pumped all the way to 124, came all the way back down to these lows at 41, pumped all the way back up to a bean, came all the way back down to the 71 cent region where we began to make a flag on the 4 hour time frame. I wouldn't touch anything to the 4 hour resets. That's just how I am. And if I miss the move, so be it. My probability will take care of me. Let's take a look at KAVA. USDT here. KAVA swap. Funny, I put out KAVA. What made me think KAVA was going to move? When did I draw this? How did I know this was going to make a move? KAVA. Did someone ask me about it? That's crazy. Okay, 120. I put this. I was about to say it. These looked similar, right? That looked similar, but that was KAVA swap. Someone must have asked about a super chat. Every once in a while, I see TA on a coin. I don't remember doing it. And I'll be like, when did I do this TA? You know what I mean? So go back to KAVA here. Someone must have asked me about it. It had tight moving averages. Price got above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour, and it pumped hard, right? Same thing for KAVA. I mean, this would be profit taken. Whenever price action gets far away from the 200 SMA, it's profit taken time. Price action has to come and interact with the 200 SMA, the 21 before it can move again. You're going to find out I'm right on almost every single coin that I told you about. Not right, but the technical analysis will play out in that manner. I don't like being right or wrong. It's not about that, but it's about the technical analysis playing out. So you know, something was funny with XRP. Even though the whole market dumped, XRP got less of a dump. It actually stayed tight in this channel. It started to pump here, and it looked like it could make it out at the flag, and then it dumped down. But it was more bullish than most coins. Everyone keeps wondering what's going on with that lawsuit. How long are they going to take that? Like, it's been years. It's been insane. And they, you know, the government thought it was going to be easy. And XRP is just not rolling over easily. You know, they're like, no. And I believe there's powerful people on both sides of this fight. There's some people that are billionaires and they want to control the crypto industry and they want to get paid. And they don't care about the legacy system. And they got money to swing around and they can pay lobbyists and they got lawyers and they got moves and they got politicians in their back pocket. Then you got other people that want to keep the legacy system and don't care about crypto. It's a battle in the upper echelons right now. And either you get down or you lay down. Cryptocurrency will beat you down in the end. You could hold on. It's like holding on to your sword when everyone else is using a bow and arrow, man. Like, they're eventually going to hit you from far away. You're not going to be able to slice them with your sword while they're shooting arrows at you. The technology, like, right? That's technology. Someone made a bow and arrow. There was only the sword. Then someone was like, dude, I could stand way away from someone and hit them. That's technology. Technology. You use knowledge to change the tech, to change the, you know, and use a different technique. Technology. 76% gains coming out of XRP. Looks like a big move is coming out of it. Is the lawsuit going to change? Is something going on? But again, the 4-hour time frame has to reset. So you're waiting for this tightness to change. You come back to the bottom of the pattern first. So XRP, it has that looming, but it's getting tighter and tighter. I feel like a big move is coming for XRP in the next 2 to 3 days. However, we felt the same reason here when we were tight, and we still kind of went sideways for another week or two. This is insane. I want to see the move for XRP to the upside, telling me that it can. We look at our 2-day chart. It says, yes, this whole market wants to fly on the 2-day chart. You even have a bit of a shoulder ahead and a kind of a right shoulder here, and the outlier of the pump to the 200 SMA. As I showed you, usually you pump up to the 200 SMA, hang out, you do some bearish bullish consolidation. Then once you get back above the 200, you're gone again. Those are two of the biggest pumps I've ever seen for coins. But get this, we get that invention, we're killing another human or hunting. I know. I use my sword to cut through all the arrows and reach you. I love you, brother. I love you. Just you're still gonna get there. You're still gonna get there. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to KUJI. He's a true lifer. He's a true lifer. Let's take a look at COCOS. BQX here on KuCoin. All right, so I took about COCOS here. We got stopped out. Did not play out. Okay. Market took a dump. When the market takes a dump, it's simple, everybody. You take your Fibonacci, you draw level. It's not that complicated. Impulse to end of impulse to the wick. You come to the 706 Fibonacci level. I'm telling you right now. And we're the only traders in the game that use the 706, the lifers. Nobody else has the 706 on their level. It's a secret fib. Shh. Don't let anybody know. Only we have it, and we don't need to tell everyone else about it. Because look, we bounced right off of it for the win. They would have been waiting for the 786 or been confused. They didn't realize what was happening, but you're bouncing off the 706 Fibonacci level. This is ready to go on the 2-day chart. The whole market wants the rip of the 2-day. The whole entire market wants the rip on the 2-day chart. 128% gains coming for COCOS. BQX, I like what I'm seeing for COCOS on the 2-day. Again, find a flag on the 4-hour. If you're going to trade the 2-day, you find a flag on the 4-hour time frame and make it happen. So what we want to do is we want to flag out these 4 hours and nail the entries on the 2-day charts. You see what we need to do? I'm preparing you for the move that's coming in the next couple days. So you don't jump into green candles. You actually look. What I do here, we're going to go to the 4-hour. We see that we're overbought here. We know what's happening. So we're going to go for that cup and handle on the 4-hour. Could be side. We don't know how it's going to go. We don't know if it's going to go like this. We don't know if it's going to go like that. I usually just put both. But we know what we do know. As whatever way price action decides to go, the 21 is going to come and kiss it, and that's going to be our bigger move. We already know our measured move. We already know we should be taking profits at about $2.23 when this move eventually does take place. That's going to be our next resistance point and the measured move of that lane. So now I know this trade. So now if in a few days I put out a 4-hour call with a stop loss and it pumps up, you'd be like, oh, that's how the lifer knows it's going to happen before it happens. He's been watching it for days. I already planned these things out before they even happen, and then I give them to you days later when they're ready to rock. That's how we're able. How do you think we were able to do this? How do you think we were able to do this many gains in the month of February? Like, come on. How? Because I was constantly prepping all these gains gained from weeks before, and the week before, and the week before. Now, look, I'm a week ahead. Because I started this like a conveyor belt, I'm always a week ahead of myself. I have things that are ready to hit alerts that I'm about to post to you tomorrow that you don't even know about. That's why you join the trading group, because I run this like a conveyor belt, and you won't see anyone with more obsessive, compulsive order of how I do this. And I want it for you. I want you to get it in, baby. My passion is here. Let's go. Let's go. As God is my witness, we will ride through the demons, chopping heads off. Figuratively. The future is digital. It's just a question of who controls it. The people decentralized or the elite centralized. But we get this. We get the invention. That old. Buy XRP at Uphold. Big D energy. You're funny. Can't beat the tech, baby. Last super chat is Adam. And how we got to 12 o'clock here is unbelievable. Adam, baby, Adam. Didn't we already go over Adam? I put an I in there. Adam pumped up to where? The 200 SMA. Price action loves to pump to the 200 on multiple. Whenever these get tight and you see the space, price action's coming to the 200 SMA. It is what it is. Adam had a nice bull pennant here. When the market tanked, it took us down. Everything got a beat down. It was what it was. It is what it is. So look, do you see it? I see it. Who sees it? I know you see it. The shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder there for Adam. So let's take a look at our daily time frame and break it down. See what's happening. I got a beautiful trend line here. I got a beautiful trend line here. I got a symmetrical triangle for Adam. And I really can't call that an inverted. Oh, yeah. Shoulder, head, and shoulder here. So look for the daily to come up, come down, consolidate, get tighter in the zone, and then Adam can have its way with the world. Back to 15, right? 25, Adam. 277. Gap of the VRVP. You're above this. You point of control on the daily, you're going to fly. Adam gets back above 1150, which it is. I can't see why he can't get to $25, and that's 25 777s. Funny. But, so that's what I'm looking at for Adam. I see a bullish move for Adam coming. Getting tight in the zone, bounce back up, the retest, hits this resistance. A retest of that resistance would be a really good place to get into too at 1646 and ride it up to about $25. I hold Adam long term. One of my favorite projects to hold. I absolutely love my Adam, and I'm going to hold it till it's 100 racks. 100 racks for my Adam, baby. 100 racks. Super chat's clear. Thank you for the love. Thomas Sevenich, never looked at it like that, but I think you're right. How many ETH to become a millionaire? None. Thank you, Lifer. Fam, for the love and the support. Much love. How awesome is to get 2 hours every day of listening to your mentor doing his thing and giving you golden knowledge. So there's the deal right there to 25-0. All right. And remember, other people are technical analysts. I consider myself a life coach mentor, man. Like, I want to mentor you. I want to push you to the greatest places you've ever gotten to. And maybe it's not trading. Maybe you learn trading to learn money, but then you want to start another business. I'd love to mentor you on how to start your business, things to do, how to keep yourself positive no matter what, how to stay in a positive state every single day of your life, 7 days a week, how to constantly fight depression, how to make sure that you are always just pulling from within. It all comes from within. See you in the Discord. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get back to BTC. Still in the flag, starting to break out here. Starting to break out. It's a 7 overbought now. No, 7 is still ready to go. I'm telling you right now, high likelihood of a move to the upside here. When the 7 and the 15 minute are both oversold inside of a flag like this, pretty big chance we get the push up. We could still get a double top. We're going to have to break above 26,392. That's going to be our next resistance. But now we're in the money. So far, we're in the money right now. And honestly, I may have to stay here to watch this pump. But right now, the 7-minute does say we're going to get a move, and so does the 15-minute. They're both oversold in tandem. Very excited. I will say we're still inside the pattern, but the pattern got clean. And we've been tracking this. This is a bull pennant. Bull pennants break up 68% of the time. So you have a continuation pattern with a possible move. Moving averages are getting a little far apart. That's something that, I always kind of heed. But one more push up to the upside. Then we get a bearish divvy, and things can kind of continue to the way we're going. So I'm going to watch this flag. There's no guarantees. We could easily dump into a Bart Simpson right back down to 25,500. There's no guarantees. But let's let these stochastics play out on the 15 and the 7. All right? So we're watching this flag still on the 15-minute and the 7 for Bitcoin. And then I'll keep you updated in the trading group. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Everybody, I love you so much. Thank you for every single thing you've done for me. If you didn't show up every day, I would have absolutely nothing. I wouldn't have the joy of a show. I wouldn't have a career. I wouldn't be who I am. You guys made me who I am. I am not stupid. I know exactly who butters my bread. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for everything. I'll continue to dedicate myself to you if you continue to dedicate yourself to yourself and to me. I love you all. Have a great day. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Let's go Bitcoin!